When you're ranked in the top 5, your very existence is a cauldron of pressure. And that is ratcheted up when you go on the road. And this highly ranked squad has found itself coming into a snake pit in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the Woodshed, East Lansing, Michigan. Spartan Stadium on the banks of the Red Cedar and home to Michigan State. And the Wolverines will boot it away to start the game. Fielded in the end zone, it's Brown. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. So Michigan State's offense will get first crack at it today. When the Spartans and Wolverines tangled last year, Michigan came out on top by a touchdown, 24-17. Neither team really had vintage seasons, but for the Wolverines, beating both of their rivals had to alleviate some of the disappointment.
It certainly did. And I think anytime they're playing a rivalry game, it really comes down to the mistakes and not turning the football over. That was the difference in the game last year. Sparty turned it over once. Michigan did not. Colson Loveland had a big game at tight end for the Wolverines. I think in this game, David, who takes care of the football the best? I think that determines who wins.
Yeah, and Michigan State had almost 100 yards more of offense, so they moved the football, but you're right. It's those critical mistakes. And Michigan, last year, very successful against their rivals. Can they continue that trend?
Really nice job by the defense that time, stopping the option. Everyone accounted for it. You saw the quarterback. He was holding it. He was running wider and wider out to the perimeter of the field. But this defense has really good speed. But they made that play because everybody was on the same page. Nice job.
Every offensive coordinator in the country, they come in the game, they have a script. They have a couple plays they want to go through to get their team settled in, get down and get in good third down situations, execute on third down. Nice start on this opening drive by the offense.
Flips it out to the back. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Looking to throw, it's Childs. Quick strike complete. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down.
Well, this tight end is so athletic that at times they'll line him up in different parts of the field. That time he was in the slot. Nice job running the route, finding the open space in the defense for the completion.
And the Spartans are marching down the field. Wants to go up top on first down. Fires to the big fella. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
Guys, these two have been showing contempt and disdain for each other for more than a century. First meeting back in 1898.
Yeah, and my goodness, you think about all the years, all the plays. You think about Mike Hart a few years ago. What was he talking about? Little brother. That stung Michigan State so bad. The hate.
He's loose. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line.
Got like that big, reliable security blanket. And that's what tight ends are a lot of the times. They're just usually big, huge guys that if I throw it anywhere near him, he's going to pluck it, catch it, and give me some positive yards.
Rush is on him. Outside the pocket, lets it go. It's complete. They get him down to this offensive setup. First and goal from the 9. The Spartans, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. With the run on first and goal. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. And
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
You've got to think there's 11 guys on defense right now keying in on this running back. They've watched the tape. They've seen this guy gash defenses. He's scored a boatload of touchdowns this season. You're anticipating him getting the football here.
Looking to the end zone on 3rd and goal. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Sparty.
And how about the wheels for the QB? You can tell, man, he can roll, and they are going to use him. This is just the first drive. You see him going for the touchdown. I imagine we'll see more of that guy running the football with that kind of speed.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Morgan. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So Michigan's offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. And last week, you want to talk about a guy using every tool in the bag from the running back position. David, this guy did it.
He was a monster. And I think when you turned on the tape this week, you saw it, man. So many different ways he can hurt you, and he could be a focal point of this offense. The defense, they know well and good of what happened last week. And their first objective this week, Palmer, is to stop that dude.
Yeah, they know the entire offense goes through him. All week long, they've been stressing tackling, staying in your gaps, winning at the point of attack, getting as many hats to the football as humanly possible, because you can't shut this guy down. You can only hope to contain him, but what a challenge this defense faces today.
Off-play action on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. Fires and picked off. Got room on the return. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Michigan State. What a play. Not only the interception, but the great return for the score.
And the defense sets the tone early in this football game. We're still in the first quarter, and this is looking like they're putting a complete game together. Offense scoring, defense scoring. Palmer, they're up 2 touchdowns already.
Yeah, you got to give this coaching staff credit. They have their guys ready to go, and this is what you call firing on all cylinders early in a game.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Finds his tight end. Oh, he's got some space. Knocked down at the 44, but he got 15 on that one. The Wolverines will have it 1st and 10. Looking downfield, it's Underwood. Gets it out quickly. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. And it's another 1st and 10 play. Just keep slinging it. With the catch, it's Moore. Open space at the 25. He gets across the 20 and finally out of bounds at the 19. They're in the red zone. They're down to the 20, 1st and 10. Pocket breaking down. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverines.
And I love the decisiveness by the quarterback on that play. Nobody open downfield. I'm going to go get this myself. And I'm not just going to go get a 1st down. I'm taking this thing to the house.
Coming out with it, it's Brown. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. They'll try to put a drive together starting from their own 12. Lost to throw on first down off the play fake. Got a little space. Wide open spaces.
This is why everybody grows up and wants to be an offensive coordinator and not a defensive coordinator, because he can do that. He drops back. He's supposed to pass, but you know what? I'll just scramble around, and I'll just go get plenty of yards and pick them up and put them down. And I'm faster than most of your other guys, too, so good luck stopping.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Quarterback on the keeper. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Really nice job by the defense shutting down all the options. Don't let him get into his reading phase. Go get him right now, play sound, and more importantly, tackle him and get him on the ground.
There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. So after the break, they'll go back to work. They'll give it to him again. Pass the sticks, and he may get more. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down. And the Spartans pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Motion from the wide receiver. Now they're going to throw it. Got a man. It's Marsh. Finds a crease at the 20. The chunk plays that they love, and he takes it all the way down to the 10. The Spartans didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quick.
And it's picked off right at the goal line. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Are you kidding me? Lucky number 7. He's got 7 interceptions on the season, consistently around the ball. High IQ, breaks on the football great. This guy just makes play after play after play.
Guys, let's chat about Michigan. When you break into the top 5 halfway through the season, been flying under the radar, and that is no longer an option. You want to see if this team can stay focused with all the attention they're getting.
And that's what's pretty cool about their season. Like, they're starting to get respect. They've started to earn that. I think we just got to realize, Palmer, halfway through the season, you don't get any trophies. That doesn't exist.
You just got to keep doing what you're doing, right? It's been working to get to this point, to get that number beside your name, to get everybody's attention. Now's not the time to freeze up and start getting nervous because you've got the spotlight on you. You've got to keep playing the game the way you've been doing it the first half of the season.
It'll be 1st and 10 from the 30. Using his legs, it's Haynes. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Wolverines can really attack on this 2nd and short. The give to the back. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down.
And this is a guy that can find you the hidden yardage. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that first down.
The Wolverines are on the move. He'll pull it on the read. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. It's Underwood. Quickly out to the tight end. Oh, a lot of space. They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. And the Wolverines have it with a 1st and 10. The option look. And the ball is free on the pitch. Recovers the fumble, and he's still going.
And those are so frustrating. You're a defense, and you swarm to the football, and you stick the quarterback, and you make him cough it up just to have the other team recover it again, and you don't get it. Still a good stick, still a good physical play. Keep hitting that quarterback.
They'll just try to forget about that disastrous running play on first down, 2nd and long coming up. That's caught. It's Klein. He's forced out of bounds inside the 5 and the 4, and they save the touchdown, at least for now. The Wolverines have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Offside, defense.
And this is what's going to drive coaches crazy. It's mental errors, right? It doesn't take any talent or lack of talent to have that penalty. You just got to watch the ball, and when it's snapped, get after the quarterback.
And the defense was anxious to get off the ball quickly. Instead, it's just a little bit closer for the offense. And the Wolverines racing to the line in the hurry-up. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Got his man on the right. Touchdown, Michigan! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
And I like this offense. They didn't panic. A lot of times you see offenses panic and want to get back in it when they're down really quickly, and they forced the issue. They stayed patient. They stayed within themselves, and we're an extra point away from being a tied football game.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. The give to the back. Forges ahead. Picks up about 3 to the 29. Paul Bunyan, a huge part of trophies in the Big Ten. He's got an axe. He's got this trophy for the Spartans and the Wolverines. Where do you guys rank this trophy?
Yeah, it's hard to say. I mean, there's so many trophy games, I feel like, in the Big Ten, David. This game, obviously, it always has Big Ten implications, national championship implications. I will be honest, Paul Bunyan trophy gives me the heebie-jeebies.
You don't like it, it just kind of gives you the heebie-jeebies. I hear you, but how about Reese throwing a ranking on us? Rank the trophies? Reese, what are we doing here? We're not ranking trophies. Huge rivalry game, a lot of emotions. We're not talking about ranking trophies.
Got it in the middle, it's Kelly. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's 1st down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. The clock winds down to 2 minutes, and we will take a pause for the 2-minute timeout. Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. Back to pass, it's Childs. Not able to hook up there, incomplete. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? They'll throw again after the incompletion. Right on target this time. Ridden out of bounds at the 45, a big play for this offense. The offense sets up shop at the 46 on 1st down. Wants to throw on 1st down. Pressure's there and he gets rid of it. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss.
Yeah, this offense might want to think about moving the launch point for this QB, because if you take hits like that from the pocket, it's really tough to complete passes.
That they have everything just right with a big play coming. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Fires to the wideout. Pulls it in. He'll work his way down to the 28.
Quarterbacks love receivers that can do damage once they have the football in his hands. No doubt there. Easy slant, completion, and then let your receiver go make hay once he has the ball.
Running back searching for a hole.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. So now it's 2nd and long. Back to pass. Caught over the middle. It's Belly. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. They'll move the wide receiver. Looking to pass. It's Childs. unleashes one deep. Touchdown, Spartans! Snagged in the end zone to give them 6.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now? Going into the half with the lead, with the momentum.
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be concerned. If we're a little bit down, listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
Oh, and he just dropped it so close to his second interception of the game. Instead, it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Starting to feel a little pressure. Pulls it in. It's McCulley. A solid pickup there. Works into the 38 before being pushed out of bounds. Sparty and nearly 75,000 of his closest friends pegging the decibel meter on third down. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. Scanning the field, it's Underwood. Pulls it in, it's Haynes. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
Well, it was a good throw, it was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Fires toward the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverines! They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them.
And that is a perfect job by the offense, executing that 2-minute situation. The quarterback was really in charge and focused. Made sure that all the right decisions were being made with respect to execution and the clock. This is something you practice all season long, and they execute the 2-minute perfectly there at the end of the half.
Final seconds of the first half. Let's see if they can pull off a little magic. The give to the single back. Runs through a tackle. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Looking to throw on first down. He's going up top. Incomplete. They took a shot to wrap up the half and came up empty. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, so much to break down from a spirited first half between Michigan and Michigan State with the Paul Bunyan Trophy at stake. These quarterbacks have been wheeling and dealing. A little bit of everything through 2 quarters. Exactly what we expected all week, if not even exceeding those lofty expectations. Feels like the defense that can at least contain one of these dual threats is going to be celebrating a hard-fought victory, although easier said than done.
They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25.
With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how the fight between Michigan and Michigan State plays out.
You just got to wonder how frustrated this guy is, especially after the success he had their last game out, but just nothing going in this one. He has not been able to get himself into a rhythm. There's been way too much penetration up front defensively. They have been able to stop him in his tracks.
Quickly to the tight end. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
important in the passing game that it's not just receivers doing all the work. You got to get running backs involved. You got to get your big fellas. You got to get the tight ends going too.
Wants to throw. It's Underwood. Fires to the big fella. It's a running room. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down. The Wolverines come to the line with a new set of downs. Picks up the first down, still moving. All down at the 38-yard line, and a big pickup of 15 yards there. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Use the play fake, now to throw. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Fires to the tight end. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle.
Nice quick throw there. It's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on the game.
They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
On 2nd down defensively, I'm always like, hey, let's get to 3rd down. Really good job by the offense. It's like, nah, we're going to stick this run right down your throat, get the first down on 2nd down. We don't need 3rd downs.
He might want another play. The toss to the outside. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
The noise bouncing off of Sparty's armor as they encourage the green and white on 3rd down. Skips away from pressure. He's going to be a little bit short of that first down marker, and this defense did a tremendous job not to lose contain on the scramble. They just need a few more inches here on 4th down, and they'll try to get it with the offense. Tries to get it on the ground. Touchdown, Michigan! An epic comeback. They'll talk about this one forever if they can hold on, but they're on top right now. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. A methodical drive, soul-crushing, spirit-breaking, and it ends in a touchdown.
And listen, I know everybody wants the big plays, the big, long touchdowns and all that stuff, but putting a drive together like that is very difficult to do time and time again, and it's demoralizing for the defense. Great drive by the offense.
So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. To throw, it's Childs. Hauls it in. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Clock ticks under the 4-minute mark here in the 3rd quarter. Caught in the backfield, it's Marsh. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Offenses want to get the ball to their playmakers really fast. They try to throw the wide receiver screen, but how about the defender? He was right there in his space, got him on the ground as soon as he caught it. He was ready for that play.
Oh, they're after him. Just a short pass to the tight end. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. And the Spartans decide to punt it away. Finally sending out a punter in this one. Got to make sure they earn their letter. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. First play of this drive will start from the 31-yard line. Looking for a gap. It's Haynes. Finds enough room to get 3 out to the 34.
And And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Got a man, it's Haynes. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down. And the Wolverines come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
Nice job by the running back catching the football and understanding where the first down.
Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Moving into scoring territory at the 36 on first down. Completing a forward pass was much like solving the Rubik's Cube for Michigan a year ago, but now, Jesse, they have the nation's top recruit in Bryce Underwood, and the key is to develop him.
Yes, because he is the future for Michigan. There is no question about it. We just saw just 2 seasons.
Turning on the Jets. Brought down at the 21-yard line, a 15-yard pickup, and they are in prime position to get points now. The Wolverines back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Just a little bit too much juice on that one as the freshman was taking a shot. Sometimes a quarterback just needs to turn the ball loose. It was like he tried to guide that one in, and it disrupted the timing.
Yeah, and just like in basketball, when you shoot a shot, you start trying to aim it.
And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverines. The Wolverines have a nice little cushion in that Paul Bunyan trophy almost within their grasp.
Sparty can't quit, though. This game means too much. In the rivalry, in the conference play, in recruiting, Sparty now has to dig deep, and they've got to fight back. Just takes one play, David.
Yeah, and these guys are a bunch of underdog guys, right? These guys are the ones that are talked about in this rivalry as inferior to Michigan all the time. You've got a chance to keep fighting, show them what's inside your chest.
Power football with the run. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. And brought down, looks as if that's how we'll end the third. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this third down play. Looking for a man, it's Childs. Grab near the sticks. It's Kelly. Out of bounds at the 27-yard line, and this offense needed a play like that. Now on 1st and 10 from the 27. The give to the tailback. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
This guy is very proud about his accuracy. That's why he's one of the better quarterbacks in all of college football. And that time, ball just got away from him a little bit, and it's going to set up third down.
On third down, he drops to throw. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Looking for a big play. Makes the grab, got the conversion, and still going. Touchdown, Sparty. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And I'm pretty sure the card usually tells you to punt in this situation, backed up on your own end. But forget that. We're going to be aggressive. And how about the deep shot down the field on 4th down? You make the play and get the huge explosive touchdown for this offense. Risk it for the biscuit, baby.
On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for the big return there, but he'll go out of bounds at the 28. So here comes the Michigan offense. And they've got a little bit of a cushion here, David. If they can add to it on this drive, it would be nice.
And it definitely makes a little bit of a difference. Knowing I'm up by more than a field goal, obviously, Jesse, my mindset switches, and I know I can't make mistakes.
Yeah, David, I don't think they have to reinvent the wheel on offense here. What they've been calling has been working. Just get back to doing what you're good at.
And the Wolverines with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. On the run, it's Marshall. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
They believe they can run right here. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Really nice job by the defense getting that last stop. All third downs in games are important, but this one just feels like it's the biggest down of this game right now for this defense. If they can get off the field, they've got to give it back to their offense with as much time as possible to have a chance to win this game.
Looking to throw, it's Underwood. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. This freshman quarterback is slinging it out there to pick up that first down. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And the defense snows him under after a very short gain.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The Wolverines kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Looking to throw on first down. Here's the pressure. And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain.
These are the plays that don't show up in the stat books, right? Like, a great job. Look at him. He does an awesome job. Instead of taking the sack, clearly wanted to throw the football, scrambles around, gets some positive yards. It doesn't go down as a huge gain, but these are the plays that get you W's.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Trying to pick up a first down. Making side adjustments here. On third and long, try to convert through the air. Catch in the middle, it's Haynes. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense.
And that is big time, late in the game, that you can trust your quarterback to still throw the football because you know it's only a few more first downs, and this one's over. Nice to have a guy like that you can trust.
He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. The handoff, keep working on that clock. Touchdown, Michigan! Excellent pass by the back on the option. With that last score, things comfortable here in the fourth as they are headed to a 7-1 record. They've extended this lead, guys, but sometimes in a rivalry game, you get down and you fight back that much harder.
Man, you've seen crazy comebacks and crazy swings of momentum in rivalry games. You just need that first thing to break your way home.
And I think it really comes down to their key playmakers, David. They can come back. These guys need to take ownership. Now's the time. In this type of game, they have got to step up and start making plays.
Looking for a man. It's Childs. Moving out of the pocket. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide. The Spartans headed quickly to the line.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a 1st down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Fires on the move. Wide open downfield. And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line. And the Spartans with the 1st and 10. That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. See what they dial up on 1st and 10. He'll do it himself. Got enough for the 1st. There he goes! How in the world did the offense retain possession? Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. From the gun. Fires to the end zone. And it's caught for the late touchdown. So how about this? Maybe we are set up for a finish.
Well, the good news is you scored a touchdown. You've made this a one-possession game. The bad news is you got to get the ball back. So if you're the head coach, you got to start thinking, how are we going to do that? Are we going onside kick, or do we trust our defense to give it back to the owner?
And they take another look at the play, but the officials on the field were right, and the play will stand. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in this exciting college football game. Rice is having its way offensively, just marching up and down the field at a breathtaking pace. They're up 14 over UConn. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Looking for room. It's Haynes. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. On the move. Hard running there. He was looking for some place to put his foot in the ground, but the defense was everywhere. He's knocked down behind the line.
And that's exactly what you would expect from this offense. Listen, when you're in that 1 to 2 minute range and you got the football and you got a lead, it's smash mouth, it's keep that clock running, it's ground game. So interesting now on this 3rd down what they do next, but you got to keep that clock moving.
Big 3rd down as the crowd gets behind this defense. Dropping back, it's Underwood. Here comes the heat. Got him downfield. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play.
Well, this guy's been a go-to guy for this offense all game long. We've seen that, and here on a critical 3rd down late in the game with the lead, guess who shows up with another big one? That guy.
Got it behind the line. It's Hester. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. He's got it still on his feet. Stopped right at the 2-yard line after the catch, and it'll be 1st down, goal to go. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. And he gets it into the end zone for a touchdown, a gut punch to this defense, and probably a knockout punch.
And they say play to the final whistle. This offense took it to heart. Scoring late, maybe they could have wasted the clock. They made no doubt about it. This one's over.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And after this play, the cake will be baked. Looking downfield on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. Intercepted, and that is the last thing they needed. And he is brought down after the interception, and the clock strikes 0 here in the 4th quarter. As has been the case for the majority of this rivalry, it's Michigan who once again will take home the mighty Paul Bunyan Trophy. That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm